Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be looking at Acumatica ERP Financial Reporting as an overview. My name is Noah Mosley, and if you need me after today's video, email is the best way to get in touch with me in the middle of the screen there, noah.mosley@msxgroup.com. So a lot of different topics we'll look at for this financial reporting overview. I'm going to use an income statement and profit and loss statement as an example, just to show you how easy it is to generate reports, how easy it is to export and print, drill down to account level details, drill down to transaction level details, and summarize any of the data from your chart of accounts that you need to from Acumatica. All right, let me jump over to the application with you. I've got my quick launch window open to get us started. Every tile here on the left hand side is a different report definition that I can run for this individual user. The quick launch window is tailored specifically for individual users, so these are the reports that I, as this person, would use most often. I do have an input area right beside it for my budget and some quick links on the right. I'm going to use this monthly income statement actual to budget variances as an example. So I'll click this once to bring up the prompt window before it actually starts running this report. And a couple things I want to point out before I click OK to actually run it is I get to select what company I want to run this report for. I'm going to run it for our company 1, our US company, all departments, and location. I'm summarizing my locations by region. It doesn't really matter how many companies or dimensions or segments you've got inside Acumatica. We can chop those up any way which we need, any which way we need to for reporting for any of your financial statements. So, but let me mention location here. I've also got options to summarize this data any which way I need to as well. So if I look at location, I've got several options. Just one is an all long list of all my location codes. I've got total company by division. I'm going to use total company by region. And underneath here, I've got East, South, West, and Midwest regions. I can run a financial statement for any of these combinations that I need to. And I could hold the control key on the keyboard, pick several different ones. That would give me 3 reports because there's all 3 highlighted. I'm just going to select the top level, and that will give me that top level financial statement, plus I'll have drill down beneath it as well. I also, on the right hand side, check what year I want to run this report for, what period, and my output options. I'm going to send this to the workspace, which just opens up the report on a new tab here in the browser. Or I could send this directly to the printer, directly to Excel, directly to PDF, or publish as a report, which is our way of archiving these numbers. I'll look at published reports in a later video with you. All right, let me click OK to actually run this report, pull all those balances together. I've got my income statement on a new tab for me, easy to jump back and forth. I've got, for this income statement, actuals right beside budget, dollar variances, percent variances for comparisons. All those are detailed in my column set for this report definition. I've got a line set detailing everything from my revenue header row all the way down through net income. Easy navigation inside the application here, these browser windows. I can go to the top and click once the go to option and jump to any summary here, any header row, any subtotal rows, to jump directly to that part of the report. I've got arrows to jump all the way to the bottom, all the way back to the top, and scroll bar on the right hand side. Now, when you build these financial statements, you control all the fonts, the background shading, the calculations, what every column represents, what every row represents, the headers, the footers. You have complete control when you're building those. We've got templates that we can use to get you started as well, but you've got a lot of easy ways to build these reports. I'll look at in a later video about how to build these reports, but it's really tailored towards accountants. You don't have to know you don't have to be an IT person or SQL person to actually build these reports. It's all right here, tailored specifically for accountants. All right, let's look at Export options. Before I ran the report, I mentioned my export options or print options. You can do that after you run the report as well. At the ribbon at the top, I've got icons to send this report out to Excel, PDF, printer, or to publish it. So you have those options before you run it, or as you run it, or afterwards. Drill down. I can double click on any row here and see exactly where all these balances are posted. So if I double click anywhere on the salaries row, this opens up on the next page. It shows me all the account numbers, location, department codes, that all these balances are posted. So easy to see that detail. Just opens up a new tab for us, easy to jump back and forth. Now I also can include transaction level detail, so I can double click on any account row. Opens up on a new tab, shows me all the transactions that make up those balances. So account level detail, transaction level detail, easy to include that for any report that you build from your Acumatica data. Back up a couple of windows here. Now I double clicked on salary expenses and that got me to the details, the account level detail for salaries. But sometimes you want to, instead of having to double click on individual rows, you want to be able to expand every row and show all of the account details on one page. We do have that option. I can go to the top for full account detail. Click that once. This opens up on a new tab for us. It expands all the rows that have balances and shows me all those different combinations, their balances that make up the totals without having to double click on individual rows. So that's the option up top for full account detail. Now when I double click the first time on the salaries row, I open up a new tab for account level detail. But sometimes you might want to summarize that data instead of going directly to the account level detail. So I can go to the option at the top left for change drill down order. Click that once. I can see account level detail is the top of that list, but let's just say I want to change the drill down summary. So on my next page of drill down, I want to see all those balances summarized by locations. Just click, drag that to the top of this window, click OK, and now if I double click on salaries, the next page is summarized by my regions, my locations. So I can see about 30,000 came from the South region, about 49 from the West region, about 63,000 from the Midwest. So easy to summarize that data by any of your companies, dimensions, or segments by using that option at the top for change, drill down, order. So a lot of flexibility analyzing that data, exporting options, drill down to account level detail and transaction level details. There are a lot of other bells and whistles in here, but I just want to show you these high level topics to get you exposed to financial reporting for Acumatica ERP. So let me wrap up with you, keep this video as short as possible. We use that income statement for an example, but the same concepts apply to any financial statement you build inside this application for balance sheet statements, cash flow statements, trial balance statements, any kind of supporting schedule from your actual data set, budgets, forecasts, statistics, anything else you got included in here as a data set. Easy report generation, export and print options available as you run the report or after you run the reports. Drill down to account level details, drill down to transaction level details, and re-summarize that data by any which way you need to as you do the drill down options. One last window here for us. If you have questions after watching this, email is the best way to get in touch with me at noah.mosley@msxgroup.com. Be great to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.